we are going to start some of the questions of dividend policy. This is question number C7.1. Now all the questions which are asked in examinations are easy, but there is no single question of Modi, Giuliani, Miller. So we will be taking one oral question of Modi, Giuliani, Miller. But first let us solve the questions which are normally actually asked in examinations, and the categories are very easy. C7.1. Following information relating to JEE Limited are given. Profit after tax is 10 lakhs. Dividend payout ratio is 50%. Number of equity shares is 50,000. Cost of equity is 10%. Rate of return on investment, this is nothing but R. Cost of equity is nothing but KE. What would be the market value per share as per Walter model? Now, if I want to find out EPS, earning per share, I can do this. Profit after tax divided by number of shares. Actually, sir, it is earnings available to equity shareholders divided by N. Agreed. But when there is no preference dividend, or profit after tax is nothing but earnings available to equity shareholders. So I can do PAT divided by N. PAT is given, profit after tax is 10 lakhs. Number of equity shares is 50,000. It is 20 rupees. This is E1 or EPS1. Dividend payout ratio is 50%. So D1 will be 20 into 50%. That is 10 rupees. Cost of equity and are available. What would be the market value per share as per Walter's model? What does Walter model says? Your market value per share is D1 plus R upon KE, E1 minus D1 upon KE. This is what Walter have suggested. Sir, Walter have suggested 0%, 100%. No. What they are asking is, if we decide to distribute 50% of dividend, what will be market price of the share post dividend as per Walter model? And this will be market price. D1 is 10 rupees plus R is 0.12 divided by 0.10. E1 is 20 minus 10 upon 0.10. The answer will be 20 minus 10 is 10 multiplied by 0.12 divided by 0.10 plus 10 divided by 0.10, which is 220 rupees. So, if company is planning to declare 50% dividend, the market price of the share post dividend as per Walter model will be 220. This is my first answer. What is the optimum dividend payout ratio according to Walter's model? This is my second answer. Walter says if R is greater than KE, which is the situation over here because 12% is greater than 10%. Walter suggests you should declare 0% dividend. This is our suggestion. What is the optimum dividend payout ratio according to Walter model? It is 0%. If R is greater than KE, nothing should be distributed to shareholders because company is earning more than shareholders. And market value of equity shares at that payout ratio. So what will be market value of equity shares if the dividend payout ratio is 0%? Will be P0 D1 plus R upon KE, E1 minus D1 upon KE. D1 will be 0, 0.12 divided by 0.10. E1 minus D1 will be 20 minus 0 will be 20 divided by 0.10. It will always be higher than this figure, right? Because this is not at optimal dividend policy as per Walter model. So this figure will be higher. This will be 20 into 0.12 divided by 0.10 divided by 0.10. It is 240 rupees. So as per Walter model, 0% dividend is optimal payout ratio, and at 0% dividend, the post dividend market price of the share will be rupees 240. What is good in the question? Nothing. It is absolutely easy. If you know Walter model, you can easily solve it. C 7.2. The following information is supplied to you. Total earnings is given and number of equity shares are given. 40 lakhs divided by 4 lakhs. The question is printed correctly. Yes. Dividend per share is given. Cost of capital. Cost of capital is nothing but KE. We are assuming there is only one capital, that is equity. Internal rate of return is R. I told you, right? R is a rate of return which company is earning. Retention ratio is 60%. So dividend payout ratio will be 40%. Calculate the market price of the share of the company by using Walter model and Gordon model. Please understand, you don't have to advise them optimal dividend policy. They have decided their dividend policy. They are just trying to understand what will be post dividend market price of the share. So don't advise them that this is wrong. You should declare 0% or you should declare 100%. No. What we'll be doing is we'll be just finding out market price as per Walter model and Gordon model. First is Walter. So what is the D1 is 4. What is E1? 40 lakhs divided by 4 lakhs is 10 rupees. Dividend payout ratio is 40%. Even if this was not given, we could have easily found out. If dividend is 4 rupees and earnings is 10 rupees, dividend payout ratio is 40%. So this is a useless information given, right? We could have easily found out that information, but they have given, it is all right. As per Walter model, what will be the price of the share? Is D1 plus R upon KE, E1 minus D1 upon K. D1 is 4 plus R is 20%, 0.20 divided by 0.16 multiplied by 10 minus 4 upon 0.16. Answer will be 10 minus 4 is 6 multiplied by 0.2 divided by 0.16 plus 4 divided by 0.16. 71.875. As per Gordon's model, second answer. What is B? Retention ratio is 60%. What is R? R is 20%. So what will be growth rate? B into R, that is 20 into 60% will be 12%. As per Gordon's model, it is D1 upon KE minus G. Dividend for first year is 4 rupees. Divided by KE. KE is 16% minus 12%. So 4 divided by 4%. 4 divided by 0.04. It is 100 rupees. So if this is a company with this details and the company wants to declare 40% of dividend, that is the dividend payout ratio is 40%, then as per Walter model and Gordon model, this will be the respective market price of the shares. Now the point is, don't give suggestion if it is not asked. As per Walter and Gordon model, they should issue 0% dividend or minimum dividend. But they have decided to issue 40% dividend. You need to calculate sum in that manner. Third, this is somewhat good question. Earnings of the company is 10 lakhs. Dividend paid is 6 lakhs. So I can easily say dividend payout ratio is 60%. If a company is declaring 6 lakh out of 10 lakh, 6 divided by 10 multiplied by 100, so 60% is dividend payout ratio. Number of shares outstanding is 2 lakhs. So what will be E1? 10 lakhs divided by 2 lakhs, which is rupees 5. How much dividend will be declared? 5 into 60%, that is rupees 3. Or you can find out this 3 rupees in this manner also. Total dividend 6 lakhs, total number of shares 2 lakhs, which is nothing but 3 rupees per share is given as dividend. Price earning ratio. Please concentrate what is price earning ratio. It just shows relationship between your market price and earning per share. So I have explained you this before also. 1 upon PE ratio will be is equal to EPS divided by MPS, and EPS divided by MPS multiplied by 100 is nothing but KE. See, earnings model without growth. How to find out KE? E1 upon P0. What is E1? Earning per share. What is P0? Market price per share. So this is KE. But 1 upon PE ratio. Now what is PE ratio? Is a 10. So 1 upon 10 multiplied by 100 will be my KE, which will be 10%. So this is a good way to find out KE. If PE ratio is given, I told you to this include it in your formula book also. 1 upon PE ratio is another formula for finding out KE. Rate of return on investment, so R is given, KE we have found out. What would be current market price of the share? Sir, should I find it out with a Walter model or should I find it out with Gordon model? As there are 4 questions and 5 marks, see in 4th question, they are also telling me to find out as per Walter's model. So I will be finding out price of the share as per Walter's model. Current price, assuming Walter, is P0 D1 plus R upon KE, E1 minus D1 upon KE. D1 is 3 plus R is 20% divided by KE is 10%. E1 is 5 minus divided by 0.10. So this is 2 into 2 plus 3 divided by 0.10. It is 70 rupees. as per Walter model, current price of the equity shares after paying the dividend would be 70 rupees. So first answer I have done. Capitalization rate of its risk class. This is the capitalization rate. Capitalization rate basically means minimum required rate of return for equity shareholders, or it is the rate of return at which the company is valued. See, try to understand how I value a company which is having an infinite cash flow without growth. I value it in this manner. A cash flow of first year divided by rate of interest. If it is equity shares, instead of cash flow of first year, what I take is D1. Instead of rate of interest, I take KE because I am valuing equity shares. Then suppose D1 is a 10 and KE is 10%. Then you are capitalizing the profit at the rate of 10%. So this 10% in denominator is also termed as capitalization rate, which is nothing but KE. So we have already found out KE. What should be optimal payout ratio? Now we know only Walter and Gordon. Yes, we know MM, but MM says there is no optimal payout ratio. So what should be optimal payout ratio? R is greater than KE. So answer number 3, as R is greater than KE, 0% is optimal DP ratio. They have not asked me price. In fourth question they have asked, what should be the market price per share at optimal payout ratio? So market price per share at optimal payout ratio. Optimal payout ratio is 0%. Market price at that would be 0 plus 0.20 divided by 0.10 into 3 minus 0, 5 minus 0 upon 0.10. This will be rupees 100. So as a company is declaring right now 60% dividend, its market price is 70. But if company proposes to issue 0% dividend as per Walter's model, the market price of post dividend would be rupees. This was question number 3. We are going to question number 4. These all are recent questions which are asked in examination. Net profit. Net profit is always profit after tax. Outstanding 13% preference shares. So these are preference shares. 13% preference shares. Number of equity shares 6 lakhs. Return on investment is R. And cost of capital is KE. So again R is greater than KE. This is good. You are required to compute the approximate dividend payout ratio by keeping the share price at 40 by using Walter model. So after payout of dividend, you want that your share price should be 40. If you want that your share price should be 40, you will have to adjust your dividend. First, let me find out important information. Profit after tax is 50 lakhs minus preference dividend will be 200 lakhs into 13%, which will be 26 lakhs. This is earnings available to equity shareholders, will be 24 lakhs. EPS or E1 will be is equal to earnings available to equity shareholders divided by number of shares. So EPS 1 is rupees 4. We term it as E1 as rupees 4. I need to apply Walter model. Yes. Walter model says P0 is equal to D1 plus R upon KE upon E1 minus D1 upon KE. Now what is given in the question? Please try to understand. P0 is given. They want market price of the share to be 40. I need to decide a dividend for first year. Plus R is given 0.25. KE is given 0.15. E1 is given 4 minus 0. Sorry, 4 minus D1. I don't know dividend, right? Upon KE is 0.15. I'll be taking this on left hand side will be 40 multiplied by 0.15 will be is equal to D1 plus 0.25 divided by 0.15, 1.66667. 4 minus D1. So this will be 6 rupees, right? I'm taking another page. 6 rupees is equal to D1 plus 1.666667, 1.66667, 4 minus D1. This will be 6 is equal to D1 plus 1.7 into 4. It is the 6.666668 minus 1. So D1 keeping 1.6667 D1, right? This will be 0.666667 D1 is equal to 0.666668. D1 will be is equal to 1. You just need to solve the equation. There is only one variable which is D1. So D1 is equal to 1. Had I not rounded off and just kept it 25 divided by 15, it would have been better. But even in points, D1 is 1. But they want dividend payout ratio. You have told them dividend. You have not told them dividend payout ratio. So what will be dividend payout ratio? If dividend declare is 1 rupees out of earnings of 4 rupees multiplied by 100. So 25%. What you are suggesting to the company? If company declares 25% DP, then market price of share will be rupees 40. So an interesting question. The price is given and you are told to find out D1 and then ultimately DP ratio. Again, easy question, nothing difficult in it. 7.5 extremely easy is the homework. .6 is just a procedural question. We are doing it fast. Net profit is 30 lakhs, 12% preference shares are 100 lakhs, number of equity shares is 3 lakhs, return on investment is R, this is the KE. Calculate the price per shares using Gordon's model when the dividend payout ratio is 25%, 50% and 100%. So let me first find out some basic information, which is profit after tax, which is net profit is 30 lakhs. Minus preference dividend. 12% into 100 lakhs is 12 rupees. Earnings available to equity shareholders will be 18 rupees. EPS, earnings available to equity shareholders divided by N. It is 18 lakhs divided by 3 lakhs, which will be 6 rupees, which is E1 is rupees 6. Calculate the price using Gordon's model if DP ratio is 25, 50 and 100. If DP is 25%, 50% and 100%. In this case, retention ratio will be 75%, retention ratio will be 50%, and retention ratio will be 0%. In this case, D1 will be 6 into 25%. It is 1.5. Here D1 will be 6 into 50%, will be 3. Here D1 will be 6 into 100%, will be 6 rupees. Growth rate is found out by B into R. Your R is 20%. This will be 20% into 75%, which is 15%, will be your growth rate. Here, growth rate will be B into R. R is 20% into 50% will be 10%. Here, growth rate will be 20% into 0%, will be 0. As per Gordon's model, it is D1 upon KE minus G. D1 is 1.5, KE is 16% minus 15%. So 1.5 divided by 1%. It is 150 rupees. Here P0 will be D1, D1 is 3 divided by KE 16% minus 10%. So it is 3 divided by 6%. 50 rupees. Yes. And here P0 will be D1 upon 16% minus 0% will be 6 divided by 16%. 6 divided by 0.16. It is 37.5 rupees. By watching the answer, you should be able to know that the answer should be greatest at 25%. Answer should be highest at 25%. What is the reason answer should be highest at 25%? Gordon's model. R is greater than KE. The Gordon is advising to issue minimum dividend. So minimum dividend in our case is 25%. So the answer should be highest at 25%. Easy question again, procedural question. This is your homework. Again, an extremely easy question we have already done. And we are going to question number 8. Again, it is not difficult. I think it is just a repetition. Profit after tax is 10 lakhs. Dividend payout ratio is 50%. Number of equity shares is 50,000. So, E1 or EPS1 will be 10 lakhs rupees divided by 50,000. So 10 divided by 50,000 is 20 rupees. Dividend payout ratio is 50%. So D1 will be 20 into 50%, which is 10. Cost of equity is KE. Return on investment is R. Calculate market value per share as per Walter's model. We need to calculate market price per share at Walter's model. So P0 will be is equal to D1 plus R upon KE, E1 minus D1 upon KE. D1 is 10 plus this is 12, 22, 22 divided by 0.20 is rupees 220. Calculate the market value per share as per Walter's model. We have calculated. What would be optimal dividend payout ratio according to Walter model and market value of equity shares at that payout? Number 2, as R is greater than KE, optimal dividend is 0%. At 0% dividend, MPS would be P0 D1 plus R upon KE, E1 minus D1 upon KE. D1 is 0 plus R is 0.12 divided by 0.10. E1 is a 20 minus 0 upon 0.10. This is 24, it is rupees 240. So at optimal dividend payout ratio, my market price of this particular share will be 240. If R is greater than K. Alright. So as you have seen, all the questions before also, all the questions which were asked in examinations were very simple. It either belongs to Gordon, it either belongs to Walter. Let us take one generic question about Modi-Giuliani-Miller approach, and I'll tell you how this type of questions are asked in examination. If at all they will be asked in examination. MM approach. Earnings of the company is rupees 10,000. Number of shares are 100. Let me take it a different figure. Number of shares are 200. P0 is 60 rupees. I is equal to rupees 2 lakhs. E is equal to rupees 10,000, which is already given. And you are given two options. If 0% dividend is declared, if 100% dividend is declared. What are the questions that you need to answer? Delta N. How many new shares will be issued? P1. What will be the price of the share after 1 year? And NP0, that is value of the firm. Last answer, value of the firm. These are the three answers which you need to give under both the circumstances, right? If 0% dividend is declared and if 100% dividend is declared. I am doing 0% dividend is declared. I am writing down the answer. If 0% dividend is declared, first, P0 is equal to D1 plus P1 upon 1 plus KE. Sorry, I have forgotten to given the question of KE. KE is 10%. So, today's price is available 60 rupees. D1, if 0% dividend is declared, dividend will be 0 plus P1, I don't know, upon 1 plus KE is 1.10. KE is 10% is 0.10 and 1 plus KE is 1.10. This will be 66 rupees will be is equal to P1. I am continuing the same. If 0% dividend is declared. How to find out delta N P1 will be is equal to I plus E minus so it is I minus E plus ND1, right? Delta NP1 will be is equal to investment I am doing. It should be 2 lakhs minus earnings is 10,000 plus ND1. How much dividend you are declaring per share? 0. How many number of shares you are having? 200. So 200 into 0 will be 0. So delta N will be is equal to 1,90,000 divided by P1. What is P1? 66. So this will be new number of shares that will be issued. I am not finding out exact answer, but it will be 1,90,000 divided by 66. 1,90,000 divided by 66. It is 2878 shares something will be newly issued by the company. So this is another answer. How many new shares will be issued? 1,90,000 divided by 66 number of shares will be newly issued. Last answer. If 0% dividend is declared, they also want to find out NP0. What is NP0? Delta N plus N P1 minus I plus E. What is delta N? 1,90,000 divided by 66 plus N is the 200 minus I 2 lakhs plus E 10,000. This will be 200 multiplied by 66 plus 1,90,000 divided by 66 minus 2 lakh plus 10,000. Our formula is correct of NP0. Delta N plus N P1 minus I plus A, right? ND1 is cancelled. What is your answer coming in this? I think you are mute. No problem. 1,90,000 divided by 66. Okay, P1 I have not multiplied. P1 is a 66. So now I can solve it. 1,90,000 divided by 66 plus 200 multiplied by 66 minus 2 lakhs plus 10,000. Still I am not getting correct answer. Let me try it again. 200 into 66 plus 1,90,000. It is 13,200 only. NP0 cannot be 13,200. I am making some mistake. D1 is 0. P1 is price of one share divided by 1.10 is equal to 60. Can 60 be price of the share? Yes. So P1 will be 16 to 1.1 is 66. So P1 is equal to 66. Delta NP1 will be investment minus E plus ND1. Earnings is 2 lakhs. ND1 is 0. Earnings is 10,000. PS is 50, right? So delta NP1 will be 2 lakhs minus 10,000. That is earning 1,99,000. 1,90,000 divided by 66. 66 is P1. Yes, it is correct answer. Delta N is correct. So NP0, write down and calculate it again. $20,000. NP0 is delta N, which is 1,90,000 divided by 66 plus N, number of old shares is 200 into 66 minus 2 lakhs plus 10,000. 200 into 66 plus 1,90,000 minus 2 lakh plus 10,000. You can just say by symbol. You are also getting the same answer, 13,200. Then is it 1,20,000? It is divided by 1 upon KE, right? Yes, thank you. 1 plus KE upon 1 plus KE. 13,200 divided by 1.10. 13,200 divided by 1.1. It is 12,000. $12,000 is the correct answer. Thank you. This is what NP0, and this there are 3 questions were asked. What will be NP0? I will be doing if 100% dividend is declared. So what is your earning per share is 10,000 divided by 200. So E1 is the 10,000 divided by 200 is 50 rupees. If 100% dividend is declared, D1 will be also 50 rupees. So P0 will be is equal to D1 plus P1 upon 1 plus K. P0 is the 60. D1 is a 50 plus P1 upon 1.10. So P1 will be 66 minus 50 is 16 rupees. So P1 is the 16 rupees. So what will be delta NP1 if 100% dividend is declared? Again the formula will remain same, I minus E plus ND1. So investment is required is the 2 lakhs minus earnings is the 10,000 plus dividend declared is ND1. D1 is 50, N is 20,000. So full dividend is declared, which is 10,000. So this is delta N P1. So delta N, this is 2 lakh divided by P1. So delta N will be 2 lakhs divided by, what is P1 is 60. If 100% dividend is declared, NP0 will be is equal to delta N plus N P1 minus I plus E upon 1 plus KE. This is what I have forgotten before. Delta N is 2 lakh divided by 16 plus 200. P1 is 16 minus 2 lakhs plus 10,000 upon 1.10. So this will be 200 into 16 plus 2 lakhs minus 2 lakh plus 10,000 divided by 1.10, which is 12,000 rupees. And sometimes in question they ask this: if dividend is declared or not declared, prove that the value of the firm remains the same. This is value of the firm. P0 is value of 1 equity shares and P0 is value of a firm. P0 is value of 1 equity shares and P0 is the value of the firm. Value is remaining same. What does it mean? Even if you declare 0% dividend, your value of the firm is 12,000 rupees. If you don't declare the dividend, or if you declare 100% dividend, then also your firm's value is 12,000 rupees. dividend is irrelevant for finding out value of the firm, and hence dividend decision is irrelevant decision. This is what is proved by Modi-Giuliani-Miller approach. See, why I was knowing that my answer was incorrect in 13,200, try to concentrate. You can even verify your answer, and this is the reason the questions are not asked in examination. How to find out 12,000? What is the 12,000? N P 0. Is N given? Yes. Is P0 given? Yes. So what will be NP0 is always 12,000, right? So even if you don't use this formula, your answer should be 12,000 because it is NP0, answer should be 12,000. But if in examination they ask you to prove, you will have to prove it in this manner. You cannot just write down this and prove that, okay, NP0 will be 12,000 and we are proving it will remain 12,000. This is how questions of Modi-Giuliani-Millers are.